She's so rotten, she wants migrants picking cotton. We present to you Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, who made this shocking argument why America needs immigrants. Roll it, Alfred.
So I had to go around the country and educate people about what immigrants do for this country, or the fact that we are a country of immigrants.
Right.
The fact is, ain't none of y'all trying to go and farm right now. Okay, so I'm lying. Raise your hands.
When the wheels fall off.
You're not.
Jasmine Crockett walked in confident but met Greg Gutfeld's sharp sarcasm and Megyn Kelly's cool logic. Gutfeld roasted her points brutally. Kelly broke them down like a pro. Attitude couldn't save her, she was outmatched, and it showed.
That's what she does. She puts out this video of her acting in a certain way, and that's how she fundraises.
We actually did a bit of a deep dive on her after my old colleague from Fox News, Todd Starnes, posted something on X not long ago, Walter. He posted the following. Jasmine Crockett wants you to think she's from the hood, that she grew up on the streets. The exact opposite is true. She attended an exclusive day school where tuition is nearly $35,000 a year. She also attended Rhodes College, a private school where tuition is nearly $55,000 a year. She's cosplaying a gangsta. So we looked up her background. She was born in St. Louis. She's 43. Her dad was a Baptist pastor and a teacher. Her mother worked in a post office. She graduated from Mary Institute and St. Louis Country Day School, one of the most expensive private schools in the city. Indeed, the current tuition, $35,000.
Jasmine Crockett acts like politics is a reality show, not serious work, with TikTok rants and Twitter comebacks. She's all style and sass, but real politics needs substance, not just drama and attitude.
Jasmine Crockett's got another hot take. No blacks and whites on a wedding cake. The Democrats' new chosen one, Jasmine Crockett, is in the news again for an old clip where she attacked Florida Rep Byron Donalds for marrying a white woman. Roll it, Bertha.
The fact that you sitting around talking about life was better under Jim Crow, is this because you don't understand history, or literally it's because you married a white woman and so you think that whitewashed you?
That's not very woke, is it?
Greg Gutfeld and Megyn Kelly came in sharp and unfiltered, ready to dismantle weak arguments. Jasmine Crockett looked out of place, like she showed up to a serious battle. Dressed for a reality show, it wasn't a polite debate, it was a brutal takedown, and she was totally unprepared, like bringing a tricycle to a monster truck rally.
Leftist hypocrisy and cluelessness. Jasmine Crockett is a rising star amongst the far-left progressives in this country. She's a representative from Houston, Texas, of all places, which makes no sense because she seems to be far too left for Houston, but apparently not, because they elected her. It must be like, Orange County in California being like the one outlier in an otherwise uniformly covered, state, like all red with the one blue, all blue with the one red. Okay, so Jasmine Crockett got up at a Los Angeles dinner this past Saturday, and it was hosted by, this is perfect, the human rights.
Greg Gutfeld's sarcasm hits like a constitutional scholar with a razor-sharp wit. Megyn Kelly's no-nonsense style shuts down chaos like a strict principal. Meanwhile, Jasmine? She's just the kid flinging mashed potatoes, totally clueless she's on full for K-Blast.
That was 3 years ago. The ones of her just sounding like a normal person talking. 3 years, not like that was 20 years, but then she moved to Mississippi for all that time. That was 3 years ago. She sounded like a totally normal person. It's only now she's got her accent and she's gonna kick everybody's ass. It's such an affect.
Jasmine Crockett's politics are all flash and no follow-through, like throwing glitter on a legal brief to hide the empty pages underneath. Her big moments felt more like performances than real leadership. Between shouting, "I'm reclaiming my time," and snapping, "Can I finish?" she forgot real leadership means hard work, not just drama and looking good on camera.
Is she making any point there?
Like this makes me wish my mom made different father choices.
Greg kept it cool, dropping calm, precise punches that made Jasmine's arguments fall apart like cheap campaign promises. Every time she tried to land a line, He stayed unfazed like solving a Sudoku while roasting her. Megyn didn't need to yell. Her facts and receipts cut deeper than any shout. Watching her dissect Jasmine's record was like a ruthless IRS audit, calm, sharp, and brutally satisfying. Turns out, Jasmine's congressional work was more like a half-done group project with emojis, not leadership.
So this is funny. Jasmine Crockett sits on the Judiciary Committee, and about a month ago, Walter, I testified.
Yes, we saw this.
Yeah, and the hearings, the full committee hearings, are quite long. You can be there for over 4 hours. So, and they let the most junior members ask questions last. So I had to sit for quite a long time. And then at the very end, Jasmine Crockett, who I'd never heard before, suddenly started screaming at me and Michael Schellenberger. And when you're a witness in Congress, you have to pay attention to what everybody says, because you never know when you're going to be asked an actual question and allowed to, maybe even allowed to speak. But I could not understand what she was saying. She was moving from one thing to another, and she was doing all that code switching stuff with the y'alls and y'all eyeing on this.
Greg Gutfeld called out Jasmine Crockett's act. She's all style, no substance. Her resistance is just for show, finger snaps, eye rolls, Instagram posts. She's smart but chooses performance over real policy, playing to the cameras and hashtags. What she really needs is a PR team and a mentor to remind her Congress isn't a comedy club. When Crockett claimed she's fighting for the people, Gutfeld just smirked and stayed silent, a quiet, brutal spotlight on her. Empty act. Megyn Kelly stayed calm, seasoned by years of media battles. Crockett's loud, meme-ready meltdowns don't equal being right. Gutfeld and Kelly showed how to dismantle nonsense with sharp, professional precision.
I've had about enough of her. She wants to be like a member of the squad. She thinks of herself like an AOC. She talks like, she's from the hood. Meanwhile, she grew up in a nice family. She didn't talk like this 3 years ago. 3 years ago, she sounded like you and I sound in this conversation. Like, I'm really excited to be going to Congress. I can't wait to get started on my new job. And now she's like, we need to smack him in the head.
We know that we work for the American people. And what we not gonna do is stand around while they pull this that they trying to pull right now.
Like, what do you, we have videotape. Why are you talking like that? No one believes this bullshit. And now she's graduated to acting like a thug. So congratulations, your term in the U.S. Congress is going.
Jasmine tossed buzzwords like confetti at New Year's. But this was a political roast and she was the main dish. While she rolled her eyes and acted all attitude, Megyn Kelly calmly pulled out bills, voting records, and facts Jasmine hadn't checked since her last viral tweet. It wasn't even close. Crockett showed up with vibes, Gutfeld and Kelly brought receipts. The gap between her self-image and reality is almost tragic. She thinks she's delivering powerful speeches but sticks to Twitter slogans. After a public take down this brutal, you'd expect a pause, maybe some reading. Nope, she doubled down, playing Congress like a no. But Greg and Megyn dealt hard truths that bounced higher than her promises.
You share your boxcar with people of color?
I do.
Yeah.
My boxcar does not know race, does not know gender. It is a welcome space where only deodorant is not welcome. I like this Jasmine Crockett lady, right?
It's a great name, isn't it, for a villain?
Yeah.
Crockett is the whitest last name you could ever have. Yeah. I just want to throw that out there.
Sonny Crockett, Miami Vice.
Yes.
It's like the whole thing is like, because I've seen her, she's very well spoken, and then she gets on certain programs and lets it. So maybe this whole thing is like a Netflix documentary, like a new spin on Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde.
Gutfeld and Kelly didn't attack Jasmine Crockett's looks. They went after her influencer-style activism, turning serious politics into viral showmanship. If she spent half as much time on legislation as on camera angles, she might pass something real. Gutfeld joked her resume looks like she Googled how to sound woke and quit early. No big bills, just loud self-promotion. Crockett's idea of change, getting retweets from blue checks. Kelly cut through the act like a chainsaw, exposing that Crockett's focus is personal branding, not leadership, just a PR campaign posing as politics.
Is going to be the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
You are going to be so glad she popped up on the scene.
That's going to make up for the White House Correspondents' Dinner. We're going to get a segment a day from
Jasmine Crockett dodges accountability with feelings. Not facts shouting I feel attacked instead of making real policies. Greg Gutfeld calls her politics a frozen dinner, loud but empty. Quickly falling apart, she blames the hostile air when cornered and acts like Rosa Parks with a ring light. Megyn Kelly calmly exposes her emptiness, and Crockett's talking points vanish like broken campaign promises. A walking contradiction who demands justice but skips the homework, protesting ignorance while proudly wearing it.
If you're going to talk about black history, at least know it. This is, at least know it, okay? But it goes back to, that was 45 seconds of some of the, like, Kamala, you good right now. That was some of the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Here's the thing. This goes back to what we talked about earlier. They never have a solution. Just listen to your dumbass talk. You want to talk about agriculture? Why don't you fix the lottery? Why don't you make it easier for people who want to come into this country to work in agriculture and equitation?
Jasmine Crockett's signature move? The intense stare when she runs out of real points like a magic 8-ball with attitude. But Greg Gutfeld and Megyn Kelly saw right through it. That stare isn't strength, it's a stalling tactic. Their roast was so sharp, Crockett went silent not for effect, but because she had nothing left. This wasn't a one-off slip, it summed up her whole career, loud, wrong, and oddly proud. She treats Congress like an open McKnight, confusing drama with leadership. Meanwhile, Gutfeld and Kelly dropped truth bombs. Vibes aren't vision, Crockett's not representing people, she's chasing followers. After getting roasted by two of the sharpest political minds, she'll probably reply with a hashtag-filled Tesla video, thinking she won. Spoiler, she didn't win, she got played.